Have you ever been playing a DiamondFire game and looked at the guns thinking, how do I make something like that? Well, I'm here to help you with that. In this tutorial, I'll teach you a basic raycast gun and even a few more advanced features you can implement into your own game. Here is a quick tip before we start. You can put items and values into code chests just by left-clicking the chest. You'll see me doing that a lot throughout the video, and I can anticipate seeing a lot of questions about that, so I just want to clear things up. Also, I put a text version of this code into the description of this video. You can use that if you can decipher it. No guarantees there. Firstly, we need to give the player a gun to shoot. To do that, place down a player event and player action. Set the event to player join game. And set the player action to set hotbar. Inside of the set hotbar, you will want to put whatever gun item you want. I'll be using an iron hoe. And you can rename it by holding it and typing it into chat /rename plus whatever you want. I will name it pistol. Furthermore, if you're using a tool like I am, you will want to make it unbreakable. That can be done by typing /unbreakable into chat and holding it at the same time. I just put it into the chest and then duplicate it, which can be done by middle clicking it with nothing in your cursor. You will actually want to duplicate it 3 times and put all the duplicates into your inventory. We will need these later. Next, place down a player event and switch it to player right click. Then in front of it, place an if player block. Set to is holding item and put one of the gun items into the chest. Inside the brackets, place a call function block. Grab a string item to name it. Let's call this pistol fire. And then right click the call function to name it. It's going to give you this in chat. Warning, function pistol fire does not exist yet. Just ignore it. It'll be fine. Now let's add some code space. To do that, type in chat /plot code space add -c. The -c makes it compact. If you didn't add the -c, it would look like this. But if you did, it would look like this. Which is much better as it allows you to have twice the amount of code space. Now we will go to our new code space layer and place down a function, naming it pistol fire. The call function will call this function. You will want to put pretty much all your code into functions, as it saves space and makes reusing code much easier. Place down another if player, set it to item is not on cooldown, and put a gun item into the chest. Next, place 2 player actions to select objects, that's the purple block, and 2 more player actions. Set the first player action to set item cooldown. And put in one of the gun items. That's the last one. I'm gonna get rid of this real quick. Now grab a number value from your values menu, right here. And change the value to what you want by typing a number into chat while holding it. This number will control your maximum fire rate and will be in ticks. A tick is a 20th of a second. I will set it to 3. Once you've set it to whatever you like, put it in the set item cooldown chest. This cooldown will prevent the players from firing faster than every 3 ticks. The second player action isn't entirely necessary, but if you want your gun to make a sound, you should have it. Set it to play sound from entity, that's this horn right here, and grab a sound value, also in your values menu. You want to right click while holding it and browse through the menus till you find a sound you like. You can preview the sound by right-clicking it in the menu. And if it has multiple variants, you can middle-click to view all variants. I will be going with Mason Work. Left-click to select it. Once you've chosen a sound you like, just put it into the chest. Now just grab a game value. Right-click it to bring up this menu, click Informational Values, and then select Name in the top left-hand corner. This will play the sound from the default player, who is the one who fired the gun. Which is why you should use Play Sound from Entity rather than just Play Sound, as it allows you to do this. Now you want to shift right-click the sign and select the beacons that says All Players. This will play the sound for all players, rather than just the default player. Now for the first select object, set it to Select Players by Name under Creating Selections. After that, grab another game value and set it to Name. Put it in there. Next, go into your inventory and grab the not arrow on the right side of your inventory. After you have grabbed it, right-click the sign with it. This will prevent the code from selecting the default player, since we don't want the gun to shoot the shooter. Now for this last select object, set it to Filter Selection by Raycast under Selection Filters. This is the actual gun part. For this, we will need a variable. This variable will be the hit location. What we're going to call it is location hit percentage default. You can call it whatever you want, but you need the percentage default. Put it anywhere you want. It can be at the start of the variable, at the end, it can even be in the middle, but you need it. The reason you need it is it essentially will have the variable name be location hit followed by the name of the default player. So it basically just makes a new variable that is unique for every player that uses it, which is really important. Another thing that is really important is to make it a local variable. You can do this by shift right-clicking it while holding it twice. This will prevent the variable from saving outside of when the code was executed, which makes it a lot easier to go through all your variables and look at what they are, since there will be a lot less that are saved. Now you're going to want to grab a game value, click Locational Values, and select iLocation. Put it in there. This will have the array originate from your eyes, which is what pretty much every game does. Now, get a number value and set it to what you like. This will be the length of your raycast, or the range of your gun. So if you want one with infinite length, just set it to a high number such as 1,000. Now for this player action, you want to go into Visual Effects and select Display Particle Line. Grab a particle value from your values menu, and same with the sound value. Scroll through the menus until you find a particle you like. You can preview a particle by left-clicking it in the air and just put it into the chest. Now, get another game value, set it to iLocation, same as before, put it into the chest, as well as grab the variable from earlier and putting that into the chest. Again, you're going to want to shift right-click, select all players. Finally, for the last player action, go into Statistics and select Damage. This will damage the player that is selected. Put whatever number value you want into it. Let's do 5. Get another game value, name, and put it into the chest. This will tell the game which player was the damager, which can be useful if you want to end up adding kill messages. And there you have it, your very own raycast gun. So, yeah, that's it for the tutorial. This is part 1 of 2. I will be going over the more advanced features I mentioned in the intro in the second part. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to show your support for the channel. It would really mean a lot.